State Department of Health alerted to 4 deaths of nursing home residents evacuated to a facility in Tangipahoa Parish during Hurricane Ida. These are actually video from a nursing home resident from inside the facility to give us an idea of what it looked like. 7 nursing homes from the 2 from Orleans Parish, 3 from Jefferson, 1 from Lafourche, 1 from Terrebonne, all owned by the same person, Mr. Bob Dean, were evacuated. About 850 patients were evacuated to this warehouse evacuation shelter in Tangipahoa Parish. The police chief in Independence, where it is, said they expected 300 to 350 people. Instead, 800 plus were over there, over capacity. The State Department of Health inspectors got word of this from Tangipahoa Parish president. On Tuesday, they visited the site, but they were kicked out of the property and prevented from conducting a full assessment. They say they have significant concerns about the facility, and they are in the process of investigating and will take action against these nursing facilities. So this is the video from inside that one of the residents took. Now we're going to play an interview that we did with one of these nursing home residents evacuated to this site. He is now safe, but this is his experience at this shelter. All right, sir, tell me, when were you evacuated from the facility?
I was evacuated Friday before the storm.
And so what happened? You were at, we're not going to share which of the nursing homes you were at, but you were at one of these nursing homes and they just put you on a bus and told you you had to go?
Yes.
And so did they tell you where they were taking you?
All they told me was it was supposed to be in the old Fruit of the Looms factory. That's all I knew.
So they said they were taking you to an old Fruit of the Loom factory, and you drove to Tangipahoa Parish to this warehouse. Tell me what it was like as you walked in.
Well, when they wheeled me in, because I'm in a wheelchair, it was terrifying because there was so many people there to begin with, besides me and the others that were being buzzed there. And it didn't look too good because the atmosphere and just the place itself didn't look too kosher as far as people like us needing to be in a certain environment that would be healthy for us, because it sure didn't look healthy.
How can you describe how it didn't look healthy?
Well, first of all, we were placed on beds that weren't even beds. There was just mattresses on the floor. And there were insects crawling all over the place. There were roaches, spiders, ants crawling all over the place. The heat in there was just not good. You know, for people that are elderly, like myself, and those that were more elderly than me, it was just terrible. In other words, not too long ago, it got so hot that the temperatures were, my temperature was ranging up to 100. I'm a dialysis patient. And I can't afford to get sick. I got kidney problems. I've got heart problems. Those conditions were not suitable for nobody.
We heard there were, 850 or so people there, and the town of Independence was told only about 300 to 350 were going to be taken there. Did you have any understanding of that, or could you just describe the amount of people that were there?
There's no way it could have been just 350 people, because as the size of the warehouse, we were packed in like sardines. We're talking about, we were supposed to be getting social distances. No, we're laying next to each other, 2 by 2 in rows, and being smashed up on each other. Barely little bitty places to where they can walk around us. That place was filled. As far as I knew it was that much, I knew it was a lot. I didn't know exactly what was the count, but it was a lot.
So you had a bed? Did you have access to a bed?
I was sleeping on the floor on a mattress.
So on the floor on a mattress. Were there mattresses or beds for everyone there?
Some facilities seem to have brought their cots. And then I saw when they were rolling me in to push me in the corner where with the rest of my facility, they had a few beds that were made out of wood frames that they had not too many on. but the rest of us were all on the floor.
And then what about for food and water?
As far as food and water, we barely got that. As far as the food, as far as being able to give what you need to eat for nutrition wise, just for example, one breakfast was a half an egg and 2 pieces of stale bread for breakfast.
Mm. And that everyone got the same thing?
Yes, sir.
And then what about access to your medication and things like that?
At times, it was late, and sometimes people were often crying, "Hey, I need my meds," and it's like they turned around and they just told, "Just gonna have to wait," abruptly like that. It was like they was always speaking to us very rudely. It was like being a prisoner. You had to do what they told, or that was just it.
Were you scared for your life?
I'm a person, no matter what it is, I've been a fighter my whole life. I've stood up to people that were doing wrong always. But I was afraid for the other people, the elderly that were more older than me, my elders. I consider people that are older than me my elders. I was afraid for their life. So that's why I try to speak up, because this is terrible. These are things that have been going on, not only in this place that we were put in, but in our facilities, because these things are done the same way day in and day out, and nothing's being done about it.
So this wasn't necessarily a surprise in that you say that the facility you were in, the care was somewhat similar to what you received today? Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly. Because state even came in at one point, and they wanted to know while they were checking the records, they'd go around and talk to some of the residents there. And they came to my room, and they asked me, "Can we talk to you and ask you a few questions?" I sure. So I said, "Come on in and sit down." And I gave them an earful about everything. But it seemed like it was just ignored. Nothing was done about it. And I'm talking about some severe things that are going on in these places that it's not surprising to me after it got to this point to where people are dying from it.
The state says it plans to conduct an investigation, but we spoke to the police chief in Independence, where this facility is located, and he says as of now he has no plans to conduct an investigation. Do you think there should be an investigation into what happened and how you and your fellow residents were treated?
Yes, definitely. Because if not, sooner or later, there's going to be more than the toll of death that you got now. It's going to continue on happening if nobody does anything about it.
Are you safe now where you are?
As far as I know, I am.
So they evacuated you?
They took me at the last, Wednesday morning? They woke me up and told me, "Look, I'm getting you to another place where you can get dialyzed regular for whatever it is." And to me, all I thought they were doing, because one of the nurses there found out that I was taking pictures and film, and she asked me not to do anything because she didn't want to lose her license. And I told her, "You should be ashamed of yourself, because these people depend upon you to make sure. And if you know something's being wrongly done and you don't report it or you don't stop it, you're just as much as blame as the person that's in charge, that's responsible for that."
Is there anything else that I haven't asked you or you haven't been able to say that you think it is important for our viewers to know?
The best thing that people should need to know, when your people tell you in these facilities what's going on, and I've heard this time and time again, "Oh, it's not that bad. It can't be that bad in there." Yes, it's that bad in there. You need to check on your people regularly. Just don't leave them there and not go see about them. Because if you go constantly like you should go in there and check on them, you're going to find and you're going to see things that are going on that you're not going to like.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you reaching out to us. Thank you so much, okay? And you please take care of yourself, all right?
All righty, sir. Thank you.
All right, you take care. Bye-bye.